Roxy Robin, thank you for joining me. Please like this video. Please subscribe to this channel, especially if you're on YouTube. Much appreciated. So this is a created franchise on MLB The Show 20 for the PlayStation 4. Creative franchise is taking the place of the Houston Astros in the American League West. My intention is to play 162 games, no skipped innings, no simulated games. This is game number 131 out of 162 and beyond. It's the end of August. As you can see from the screen, the Bronx Knights are leading the American League West by 16 games over the second place Seattle Mariners. They're 87-43. And let's jump into the next game in the schedule. So we're about to begin a 2-game set at home against the interleague set against the LA Dodgers. Let's do game 1. Patrick Joseph is our starter. Full game. We are the home team at Classic Yankee Stadium. Looks good. Patrick Joseph is 12-5. Everybody looks pretty good. Let's rock and roll. Get to it as quickly as possible. In this fictional universe, it's the year 2024, and the Dodgers are a terrible team. As you can see, they're 52-80. The Knights are fighting for the best record in all of baseball. So let's get ready for some Major League Baseball as the Bronx Knights host the Los Angeles Dodgers here at Classic Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. On the mound for the Bronx Knights is Patrick Joseph. He's made 23 starts this season. His record is 12-5 with a 5.79 earned run average. He's looking for win number 13 on the season. And leading off for the Dodgers, Jimmy Rollins, batting .281, 15 homers, 52 runs batted in. So here we go. First pitch from Joseph. High but called a strike by the home plate umpire. Bronx Knights 87-43, first place in the West. That's Chris Ramos at second base and Benny LoCicero in right field.
First pitch, 7-11.
Inside off the plate, ball one. 82 degrees and partly cloudy here in the Bronx. Beautiful day for baseball. So the count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Jimmy. That's a line drive down the left field line. It is a foul ball. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he chases a pitch low, fouls it off. Count remains 1-2. High and deep, but slicing out of play. Foul behind the plate upstairs. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he pops it up in the infield. Right on the outfield grass is Termini at third base. He makes the catch for the first out of the ball game. So the starting lineup for the LA Dodgers: Jimmy Rollins is the shortstop. Rob McMahon is at second. Nat Kemp is in center field. Eugenio Suarez is the third baseman. Tony Perez is the first. Dave Parker's in right. Jason Kendall is the catcher. Jonathan Scoop is the DH, and I have no idea who's batting ninth and playing left field. So Rob McMahon, 143 average, 1 RBI, obviously a call up from the minors or an injury replacement. Long run for the center fielder, but he'll make the catch. Max Lukulich races in for the second out. Nice play, Max.
Batting third, the center fielder, number
So Matt Kemp, 285, 37 homers, 99 runs batted in. He's up there with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Joseph deals. Strike 1. Checks swing, but it's in there. Called strike 2. Jerry Hillsdale is the man calling balls and strikes. Behind the plate, count is 0-2. That's a line drive. O'Rourke makes a diving attempt, but it rolls past him and gets all the way to the wall. He rounds second, makes it to third. He's rounding third, he's heading home. And it's going to be an inside the park home run for Matt Kemp. And the score is Dodgers 1-0. Let's look at this mess in the outfield. Diving attempt by LoCicero. Then he never hesitated around third base. Let's look at him go. So it'll go down as a home run in the stat sheet. Eugenio Suarez, with 2 outs here in the top of the first, steps up 252, 17 homers, 62 runs batted in. And that ball is hooking inside the foul pole. It is a solo home run by Eugenio Suarez, number 18 on the season. So technically it's back-to-back homers here with 2 outs here in the first. So it's 2-0 Dodgers. Oof. 398 feet. Up a deck shot. So next up is Tony Perez. 306, 27 homers, 83 runs batted in. Outside ball 1. Curveballs in there at the knees. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike on Perez. And that's a line drive the other way, but this one, LoCicero will make the catch to retire the side. But not after back-to-back homers. Gives the Dodgers an early 2-0 advantage here after half an inning of baseball. Bronx Knights coming to bat. So on the mound for the Dodgers, Zach Gallen, 27th start. His record is 2-13 with an 8.28 earned run average. Woo. Mighty Max leads off the center fielder. 315, 4 homers, 36 runs batted in. He also has 32 stolen bases on the season. And he pops it to the opposite field. The left fielder makes the catch, 1 away. Starting lineup for the Bronx Knights, Max Lukulich is in center, Don Mattingly's at first, Chris Ramos at second. Mike O'Rourke is in left, Jacob Salazar is the shortstop, Benny LoCicero in right. Matt Saps is your DH, Matt Termini is at third, and Anthony Millo is the catcher, batting ninth. Don Mattingly, 334, 21 homers, 90 runs batted in, up there with 1 away. At the knees, strike 1.
All ones the count.
Dodgers in this fictional universe are in last place in the National League West. It's a 2-0 lead for the Dodgers. Pitch is low, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Mattingly. Play ball. So he fouls off the knuckle curve. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Donnie Baseball. Welcome, Mr. Outlander. Inside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Late on the fastball, 95 on the radar gun. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the first at Classic Yankee Stadium. And that's a high drive. It's got a chance. His back's to the wall, looking up. That's Gonzo, home run number 22 for the Hitman. And the lead is cut in half. It's 2-1 Dodgers. Hopefully I make the team next season. Oh, that's pretty cool. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Well, my first goal or list on the agenda is to finish up on my Marvel Cinematic Universe season with the actors from the MCU. They're stuck at 30 games in April. So, but that's not a bad idea. So with 1 out here in the bottom of the first, Chris Ramos, 52 homers, 137 runs batted in. Cut fastball inside corner, strike 1. He's working on a triple crown season. Swing and a miss. The fastball count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Ramos. His previous high in home runs was 5 years ago as a rookie. He had 54 homers. Just lines it foul. A little late on the fastball. Count remains 0-2. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, I'm a little torn. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should just sit that team down. And that's a high, deep drive down the right field line. It curves into the foul seats, and that is a foul ball. I don't know if I should recreate it for the MLB 21, so I'm not really sure what I should do. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup, and the side is oh, check that. That's second out of the inning. Thought the side was retired. Lost track of the outs. So next up is the cleanup hitter, Michael O'Rourke, the left fielder. Michael is hitting .348, 30 homers, 99 runs batted in, takes high for ball 1. Starting left fielder for the American League in the All-Star game this season. Been a little cold lately. 2 balls and no strikes to O'Rourke. Hard to imagine someone's cold when they're hitting .348, but he's been stuck on 99 runs batted in for an entire week. So ground ball to the shortstop, scooped nicely by Tony Perez, and the side is retired. But a solo home run by Don Mattingly, his 22nd of the season, cuts the lead in half. At the end of 1, it's Dodgers 2, Bronx Knights 1. So next up, here in the top of the second, against Patrick Joseph, is Tony Parker. 312, 16 homers, 63 runs batted in. Joseph deals. Low ball 1. Inside off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. Patrick Joseph is 12-5. He's had very good run support this season. His ERA is above 5. Diving attempt by Ramos. Fields gets to his feet, throws to first in time. That was a Gold Glove play at second base. I hope they show the replay on that one. There's 1 away here in the top of the second. Here we go. Diving stop, and then takes his time, gets to his feet, throws to first. So with 1 away, up steps Jason Kendall, hitting .318. He has a 9-game hitting streak. He brings it to the plate, the dish. And it may be 10 games, but nice running catch to his left by Lukelich in center. And there's 2 away. He'll have to wait at least another at-bat to get that hit. Jonathan Shoup, hitting at the Mendoza line, 200, 17 homers, 53 runs batted in. Out swings and misses, strike 1. So this is a quick 2-game set interleague play here at the end of August. Salazar routine play, and the side is retired. So after an inning and a half, score remains Dodgers 2, Knights 1. I'm wondering, did the Outlander show? Did you switch on your notification? I'm wondering if we have 1 person in the chat or 2. Well, in any event, bottom of the second, Jacob Salazar, the shortstop, steps up to the plate. He's hitting .327 on the season. Well, if there are 2 people in the chat, you are welcome. Thank you for joining. If you're watching on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. Inside off the plate count is 2 balls and no strikes. That's a line drive and through the center field. It is a leadoff single for Salazar here in the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 37.
So with 1 on and nobody out, Benny LoCicero, 30 homers, 107 RBIs. Fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Has the average up to 311 on the season. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounds it to the right side and through. It is a base hit by LoCicero. And there'll be runners at first and second with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the replay. So the first baseman had to hold on Salazar. That opened up that hole on the right side. So next up is the DH, Matthew Saps, 293, 27 homers, 85 runs batted in. And that's a deep drive. It's got a chance, but playable in left. He makes the catch for out number 1. No advance on the base paths. Defensive alignment for the Dodgers in the outfield from left to right. Anderson Miller, Matt Kemp, Dave Parker. And in the infield is Suarez, Rollins, McMahon, Perez, and Jason Kendall behind the dish. That is the defense for the Dodgers. So next up is the third baseman, Matt Termini, 319, 9 homers, 67 runs batted in. Takes down the middle for strike 1. Runners at first and second and 1 out. And that's a fly ball which dunks off, hits off the bay facing of his glove. And because they had to hold up, it'll be bases loaded. Almost a brilliant catch from the center fielder. But drops in instead. It hits off the heel of his glove for a single. So Anthony Millo, who's been cold in his last 10 games, is hitting .242 with 9 homers, 50 RBIs. But he has the bases loaded and 1 out. His team is down by 1 run. See what happens. And he yanks the cut fastball foul down the left field line. Strike 1. For the season, Anthony Millo has grounded into 18 double plays. So that's a problem. But not this time. It is a shallow fly ball which will make the catch. Tagging up is the runner. Strong throw to the plate, up the line. So the sacrifice fly by Anthony Millo is successful, and the ball game is tied at 2. Just deep enough to get it out. So Millo gets the job done. Matt Kemp didn't have the strongest arm in the world. So leadoff man Max Lukelich was 0 for 1. He flew out in the first. Up there with runners at first and second and 2 away. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Outside corner with the fastball, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. And he yanks it foul towards the camera well. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And the side is retired. So they leave 2 runners on, but they tie the ball game at the end of 2 innings of play. This ball game is knotted at 2. So we go to the top of the 3rd. Up steps Anderson Miller, hitting .237 on the season. Joseph sets and deals. And he fouls it upstairs behind home plate for strike 1. And that's a drive to right. Back goes LoCicero, but he measures it, makes the catch for the first out. So the leadoff man, Jimmy Rollins, is up there for his 2nd plate appearance. He popped out in the first. And it's a lazy fly ball towards the right center field gap. LoCicero again makes the catch. 2 pitches, 2 away here in the top of the 3rd.
The batter, the second baseman.
Rob McMahon, 3 for 22 for the season. He's obviously a late season call-up or an injury replacement. He's up there with 2 outs, takes inside corner, strike 1. Score is 2 apiece here at Classic Yankee Stadium against the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Bronx Knights, a created franchise on the MLB The Show. Fouls it behind home plate upstairs, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on McMahon. And almost hits him. Inside corner, count, well, off the inside corner, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, the high fastball, and the side is retired. So after 2.5, this score is still knotted at 2 here at Yankee Stadium. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Up steps Don Mattingly, who hit a solo home run in the 1st inning, his 22nd of the season. We're in late August in this 162-game schedule. Game number 131 leads off here in the bottom of the 3rd. This time he pops him up in the infield. Racing in is the 3rd baseman to make the catch, Suarez, and there's 1 away. National League West standings in the year 2024. As you can see, the Colorado Rockies 82 and 49. LA Dodgers are in last place, 30 games back, 30.5. So Chris Ramos struck out in the 1st. He's 0 for 1. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Galen. And he's late on the fastball. Center fielder Kemp races over towards the left and makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Michael O'Rourke grounded out in the 1st. He's 0 for 1. And that ball is high. It is far. And it is foul. Just misses the foul pole for strike number 1. Checks the swing. Knuckle curve is low. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike.
ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike. Misses in the outside fastball. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. That ball is high. It is far. It is gonzo. That's home run number 31 for Michael O'Rourke. And as usual, he's making a fool of himself around the base paths. It's also RBI number 100. He's reached the century mark in runs batted in this season. And the Bronx Knights have taken a 3-2 lead. I can't believe that the manager, Don Mattingly, is giving him a hand for this, but he apparently is. Oh. So I wouldn't be surprised if they hit him when he comes to home plate in his next at-bat. So again, it's home run number 31, to RBI number 100 for O'Rourke. It is late August, game number 131 out of 162 and beyond. So he's on a pace probably to hit 40 homers. Next up is the shortstop Jacob Salazar, who singled in his first at-bat. Takes low, ball 1.
Salazar.
High, count is 2 balls and no strikes on Salazar. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Galen. So after giving up the solo homer, he's lost the strike zone. Count is 3-0. 4 straight balls. He walks the next hitter with 2 away. So Salazar's at first. He's a threat to steal.
Number 37.
Next up is Benny LoCicero, the right fielder. He had a single in the 2nd. He's 1 for 1. Just gets a piece of the high fastball, strike 1. So Benny in his last 8 games is super hot. He's hitting it over a 400 clip. Got that average up to, I think, 312 or 313. Pitch out, but nothing's doing on the base paths. Salazar was not stealing. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Late on the fastball, 94 on the radar gun. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, he fouls it upstairs behind home plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 1 runner on first. 3-2 ball game. Checks his swing inside. Count evens at 2-2. Classic Yankee Stadium that was torn down in 2008. And he's going. Oh, and it bounces away. So easy stolen base for Salazar. And it'll be a full count. That's number 13 for Salazar. Here comes the full count pitch. And he yanks the fastball down the right field line into the seats. Foul ball. So we'll do it again. Runner in scoring position with 2 away. Just misses with the cut fastball under the knees. So there's runners at first and second with 2 outs, and the pitching coach for the Dodgers takes that stroll to the mound to calm Zach down. Next up is the DH, Matthew Saps. He's 0 for 1 with a flyout. He has 27 homers on the season. He's got 2 runners on and 2 away here in the third. And that could be 28. Back goes, looking up. It's Gonzo, a 3-run home run for Matthew Saps. Home run number 28 on the season. And just like that, it is a 6-2 ball game. Oh, yeah. Let's watch the replay. Boom. All with 2 outs. The Yankee Stadium crowd goes wild. So still with 2 outs, 6-2 ball game. Matt Turman, with the third baseman, steps up and pulls it hard into the seats. Strike 1. He's got the average with the hit in the second inning up to 320 on the season. Outside with the changeup, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And again, he yanks it, but it will curve just foul. So Zach is about to throw pitch number 24 just of this inning. 2 2/3 innings pitch. He's pitch number 55. Outside, count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he rolls over on it and it dribbles down the third baseline. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 4-run lead for the Bronx Knights. Here comes the pitch. And he pops him up. Catcher jumps out of his crouch and makes the catch on the first base line to finally retire the side. But not before they score 5 times. At the end of 3, Bronx Knights lead 6-2. So we will go to the top of the 4th. Up steps Matt Kemp, who hit a solo homer in the first to give them, at the time, a 1-0 lead. Much has changed since then. And he laces it down the left field line, but into the seats. Strike 1. So he also had RBI number 100 in this game. Good for him. Line drive, it is a base hit to right center. LoCicero kicks the ball back in, and there'll be a runner at first and nobody out for the Dodgers.
The third baseman, number 7.
Here's the replay.
Eugenio.
So it makes you wonder. I think they had the shift on, and they had 3 infielders on the left side of the infield for Kemp. Had the second baseman been playing in his normal position, it's possible that he would have caught that ball, but you live and die by the shift. So Eugenio Suarez, who also hit a solo home run in the first, just fouled the ball down the left field line for strike 1. Outside,
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball and 1 strike. Out in front of the changeup, count is 1 and 2. Runner leads off first. And he Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count remains 1-2. So the Bronx Knights have 86 wins on the season. They are in first place in the American League West. They've taken the place of the Houston Astros in the American League West. And they have a 15-game lead entering play. Millo jumps out of his crouch in front of home plate. That is out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Tony Perez, 0 for 1, steps in. 1 out, runner at first. Outside corner, strike 1. So in this fictional universe, Tony Perez has over 3,500 hits. Pretty impressive. And it's a low line drive to right field, and it will, oh, it goes over LoCicero's head and rolls all the way to the 314 sign. Rounding 30, heads on home. It'll be an RBI double, most likely. They probably will not charge LoCicero with an error because the ball was never touched. So unfortunately for Patrick Joseph, the pitcher, they're going to give him his 25th double of the season. Let's look at the replay. And he just bounces right over his head. So it's an RBI double, and the score is now 6-3. And up steps Dave Parker, who grounded out in the first. And he fouls it down the left field line, strike 1. Runner in scoring position. Ground ball, oh, past the diving Ramos. He makes a big turn at third, but holds. So it's runners at first and third with only 1 out. And the tying run will come to the plate. Here in the top of the 4th, Jason Kendall is 0 for 1. He represents the tying run. Outside corner, strike 1. He's hitting .317 on the season. Just misses inside. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Jason Kendall was a member of the National League All-Star squad this season. Swing and a miss. Count is 1-2. Into the top of the curveball. Grounds it down the third base line and past the diving Termini into left. It is an RBI single for Kendall, and the score is now 6-4. O'Rourke out in left, gets a handle on it, tries to catch him at third, but not in time. Here's the replay. Nope, got his hand in there. So it's 6-4. Tying runs are on first and third. Manager is going to go to a mound visit and say calm him down a little bit. Obviously not all of it is his fault, but Jonathan Shoup is about to step in with runners at first and third and still only 1 out. Grounded out in the second is 0 for 1. In there, strike 1, 95 on the radar gun. Swing and a miss, the slider. Count is quickly 0 balls and 2 strikes, and Jonathan Shoup has not hit well with runners in scoring positions below the Mendoza line for the season. Just misses off the plate. Count is 1-2 on Shoup. And he went too far and strike out. No, I'm sorry, hold on. 2 strikes. Do not know the number of strikeouts that Patrick Joseph has. So 2 away. The runner at third did not score, so he didn't get the job done. Anderson Miller is 0 for 1. Flew out in the third. Grounds it down the third base line, and it will be extra bases for Anderson. It's an RBI double, and the score is now 6-5. It is a 1-run ball game here with 2 outs in the 4th. That's Miller's 8th double of the season. Wave him home. Manager, bullpen. Telly's going to warm up just in case we need somebody to come on. And that ball is high. It is far. That ball's gone. It's a 3-run home run for Jimmy Rollins. And now the LA Dodgers, all with 2 outs, have an 8-5 lead. on the Bronx Knights here in the top of the fourth. They've come all the way back and then some. It's home run number 16 for Jimmy Rollins. Oof. We're going to have to start all over again. So it's an 8-6 ball game. And that'll be all.
Now that the second baseman. McMahon.
For Patrick Joseph. Don Mattingly, the manager, 50-year-old version of Don Mattingly, comes out to relieve Patrick. In comes Telly, 5-5 with a 5.07 earned run average. Up steps McMahon, 2 away. In there at the knees, strike 1. 3 for 23 on the season. Not really an offensive threat. At least he hasn't been so far in his career. Curveball, outside corner, strike 2. And he's late on the fastball. Slices it into the seats. Count remains, no balls and 2 strikes. And fouls it back. We'll do it again. This time he pulls the changeup. Count remains 0-2. That's a low line drive. Running play, he does not make the catch. Dunks in there for a base hit, and the inning continues. My goodness, what a floodgates opened here in the top of the fourth. So Kemp steps in, 2 for 2 with a homer and a single. And he's going. Took everybody by surprise. They were all sleeping. So stolen base from McMahon. It's a single and a steal. He's in scoring position for Kemp now. Fouls off the curveball. Count is 0-2. Kemp's hitting .305 with runners in scoring position. Strike 3 called. He doesn't believe it. But anyway, this inning is mercifully over. They score a boatload of runs, and after 3.5 innings of play, the Dodgers now lead 8-6. My goodness gracious me. Hold on. They call a timeout. Imagine it's a rain delay. Be right back. 2 minutes. Sorry about that. Just wanted to turn off the light. And here we go. So Anthony Millo leads off in the bottom of the fourth. It's an 8-6 ball game. Dodgers lead. Inside, off the plate, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. Count as 2 balls and no strikes. And that's a line drive to center, but right there is Kemp for the first out. So, leadoff man Max Lukulich is 0 for 2 today. He steps in for his 3rd plate appearance. 1 out here in the 4th. Swings over the top of the changeup, strike 1. So he has 99 runs scored. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. So with over a month left to play, he'll probably be way above the century mark. Pitch is low, count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Hitters count 3-1. Don Mattingly is on deck. He's got that average of 335. And that's a bloop, which could drop in. Brilliant catch by Kemp. Did he trap it? No, he did not. That's 2 outs. What a nice catch. Show that replay. Look at that. So Donnie Baseball, 1 for 2 with a solo homer. He's got 22 homers and 91 runs batted in. Pulls it to the right side, fielded by the second baseman, and the side is retired. Nice play. So 1-2-3 inning for Galen. At the end of 4, it's a 2-run advantage for the Dodgers. They're leading 8-6. So top of the 5th, Eugenio Suarez is 1 for 2. He hit his 18th homer, solo shot in the first inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, it's past Termini at third. That might be an error. Didn't get in front of it. He kind of cafe olayed it. Let's see what they call it. Yeah, it's an E5. So
The first baseman.
Still nobody out. Runner at first. Let's watch this replay. Yeah, that was a mess. He could have did better than that. So next up is Tony Perez. RBI double. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Inside fastball. Strike 1. Ground ball, base hit through the box. Runners at first and third and nobody out. What's the replay? We're going to have to go to the manager's office. Bounces off the mound. Futile attack by the shortstop. Manager, bullpen. Jesse Biddle. Zach Eflin. In there, strike 1 to Dave Parker. 1 for 2 with a single. Swing and a miss out in front of the curveball. Strike 2. And jumps out of the plate. All he's got is the play at first. Both runners advance, so it'll be second and third. With 1 away, it's basically a bunt. Swinging bunt. Jason Kendall has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. He has 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 away. They already have a 2-run lead. At the knees with the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. Jason Kendall in this fictional universe is 19 hits away from the magical 3,000 hit mark. Curveball low. 1-1 is the count. Strike 2. Pulls it foul. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third here in the top of the 5th. They have a 2-run advantage. Jams them. Ramos is there, makes the catch, holds the runners. They do not score. There's 2 away. Nice pitching by Telly. Jonathan Shoup is 0 for 2. Averages at 200 on the season. And it's a deep drive to center, but playable, and those 2 runners will not score. They are stranded, so after 4.5, it's the Dodgers 8, the Knights 6. So we go to the bottom of the 5th here at Yankee Stadium. Chris Ramos steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today. Leads the American League in hitting with a .366 average. And he pulls the cut fastball down the right field line. It's a foul ball. So this is season number 5 for him. And that's a line drive that will bloop in there to left the other way for a leadoff single. And Chris Ramos is 1 for 3.
The batter, the left fielder, Mike.
Michael O'Rourke steps up. He's 1 for 2 with a homer. Checks his swing, pitches outside ball 1. Solo homer in the third, his 31st of the season. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. He is hot in his last 7 games. Pardon me, said that he was cold because he hadn't driven in any runs, but he's actually hitting very well in his past handful of games. Line drive, he catches him off the bag, steps on it, it's a double play. And there are 2 away. What a nice play by Tony Perez. They should show that replay, and they don't. Go figure. So 2 outs and bases empty here in the bottom of the 5th. Jacob Salazar, a single, a walk, scored twice. Swing and a miss at the high fastball, strike 1. One ball and 1 strike. And he yanks it down the first base line. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's a base hit through the right side. So 2 outs. They have a base runner, and the inning will continue. Salazar does have speed. I think he already has a stolen base today. So next up is Benny LoCicero, the right fielder. 2 right-handers are warming in the Dodgers bullpen. And he pulls it hard into the right field seats, strike 1. Benny has a walk and a hit. He's 1 for 1. Fouls the fastball back. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Benny's second on the ball club with 107 runs batted in. And that's a line drive base hit through the right side. And now with 2 outs, they got 2 runners on. And they are threatening. Go ahead run will come to the plate. So Matthew Saps steps up. 3-run home run in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. Can he do it again? No, he cannot. Pops it up right in front of home plate. Jason Kendall makes the catch to retire the side. So they strand 2. And after 5 innings of baseball, it is an official ball game. The Los Angeles Dodgers lead 8-6. Leading off the top of the 6th is Anderson Miller. Mr. Anderson, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss at the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. Excuse me. Swings it out in front of the curveball. Oh, check that. That was a changeup. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Fouls it back. Count is 0-2. Remains. Strike 3 called. Thought it was high, but not according to the home plate umpire. So there's 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Jimmy Rollins in his last at-bat in the 4th hit a 3-run home run of his own. Deep. Gave him an 8-6 lead. Sure he'd like to do that again. In there, strike 1. Strike 2, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Out in front of the split finger fastball, and there are 2 away. So he gets him. Good relief from Telly. He's doing a good job. So, next up is Rob McMahon. 4 for 24, but he has a single today and a stolen base. So, making his presence known. And he's got his 2nd hit of the ball game. Very nice, McMahon. His 5th hit of his career. So 2 away, he extends the half inning. Next up is Matt Kemp. Matt's 2 for 3 with a homer today. Pitch is low, ball 1. Outside, ball 2. And that ball is gone. He just turns and looks and watches it go. It's a 10-6 ball game. A 2-run home run, Kemp's 2nd of the game. Home run number 39 on the season. And it's a 4-run advantage for the Dodgers here in Yankee Stadium, 10-6. They came all the way back from a 6-2 deficit to now lead 10-6. So far, 8 unanswered runs. And I had just said that Telly was doing a good job. Pardon me. So, Eugenio Suarez in the 1st inning hit a home run. Sure he'd like to hit another one. Oof. Upper deck shot. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball, strike 1. Breaking ball in there, strike 2. Oh, that's a deep drive. He's got a chance for a second one. Back to the track, the wall, looking up. Home run. It's 11-6. Suarez's 19th home run and 2nd home run of this ball game. And Telly just went south quickly. My goodness, the stunned crowd is just silent here at Classic Yankee Stadium. Oof. Batting practice. Manager, bullpen. Zach will go in the game. Zach Eflin comes on in relief. 23rd appearance is no record. 4.87 earned run average. In there, strike 1. Strike 2 with 2-seam fastball. Grounds it down the 3rd baseline. Foul ball. Pulls the slider down the left field line. Foul ball. In there, strike 3 side is finally over, but the Dodgers score 3 more times. And after 5.5, they lead 11-6. My goodness. So pitching the bottom of the 6th is Colin McHugh. He's 2-4 with a 4.33 earned run average. And leading off here in the bottom of the 6th is Matt Termini, who's 1 for 2 with a single.
The 3rd baseman, number 79.
Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off, strike 1. Inside, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's a deep drive. Back goes the fielder. Look, oh, running catch on the warning track. And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
It just died out there. Wind must be blowing in. So Anthony Millo is 0 for 1. Steps up. Yeah, it does have a sac fly and an RBI today. Chases a cut fastball, strike 1. He has 9 home runs on the season. That is not 3rd on the team. Out in front of the cut fastball, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Millo. Grounds it, foul. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 away.
Now batting.
Leadoff man Max Lukulich is 0 for 3. He's up with 2 outs in the 6th. And it's a lazy fly ball for Kemp in center. 1-2-3 inning for Colin McHugh. And after 6 innings of baseball, it's an 11-6 ball game. Dodgers win. Dodgers lead. So we will go to the top of the 7th. Dave Parker's 1 for 3.
The right fielder, Dave Parker.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Lazy fly ball to center. Lukulich barely has to move. He makes the catch for 1 away.
Now batting.
Jason Kendall steps up. His RBI single. He's 1 for 3 here with 1 out. And it's a pulls it towards the gap, but O'Rourke makes the catch. Quickly, there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Dodgers. The designated
Jonathan Shoup is 0 for 3. Batting average is dipped to 199 on the season. Late on the fastball, strike 1. Grounds it up the middle. Grabs by Ramos, throws across his body. Nice play. Side is retired. They should show a replay of that. It's a Gold Glove play. So get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. Los Angeles 11, Bronx 6. Oof. So Don Mattingly had a home run in this game. Solo homer in the first. He's 1 for 3. Feels like 3 games ago. Outside, ball 1. McHugh is out there for his 2nd inning of work. And he pops him up in the infield. Perez is there, and there's 1 away.
now batting. Second base.
Chris Ramos steps in, hitting from the left side against McHugh. It's 1 for 3. Swings and misses at the high fastball. A little anxious. Strike 1. And that's a line drive. Base hit to left. So he's 2 for 4. So with 1 out, they have a runner at first. He's a hit machine.
The left fielder, Mike.
So left fielder Michael O'Rourke. His homer today is 1 for 3. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Strike 1. And that's a deep drive. It's got a chance. Back to the track. The wall looking up. That's Gonzo. That's home run number 2 for Michael O'Rourke. A 2-run shot, home run number 32, RBIs number 101 and 102, and the ball game is now 11-8 Dodgers. And yep, this is the choreographed routine that O'Rourke has devised for today's game. So it's a 3-run ball game, 11-8. Next up is Jacob Salazar. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. He's 2 for 2. Checks his swing, pitches low, ball 1. Ball 2. Count is 2 balls and no strikes. We're going to go to the manager's office. On the bullpen, lefty, switchy. Jesse Biddle, scheduled to put him in the game. No, not yet. Not yet. 2-0 count. Leave it alone. 3-0 count. Benny LoCicero on deck. Will he have the green light on 3-0? Probably not. Ball 4, he walked him. So after the 2-run homer, he walks the next batter. One more base runner, and the tying run will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th. Benny is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He has 30 homers himself, has the average up to 314 on the season. Salazar gets a big lead at first. Pitches low, ball 1. So Benny has grounded into 13 double plays, but he's also driven in 107 runs. So I'll take those averages. Count is 1-0 on LoCicero. 2 balls and no strikes. So he's completely lost the strike zone. He's gone 3-0 on 2 batters in a row. That time it's in there. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Salazar leads. And that one's got a chance. He's looking up. That is Gonzo, back-to-back 2 home runs, 2-run home runs. That's LoCicero's 31st homer of the season, RBI number 108 and 109. And this is a 1-run ball game, 11-10. Oh my God. The crowd is going crazy. The score is 11-10. So pitching change. In comes Brandon Workman, making his 59th appearance out of the bullpen. Record is 5-4 with a 7 ERA, 7.00. My goodness. Matthew Saps steps up, 1 for 3 with a 3-run homer in the 3rd inning. Swings and misses at the high fastball, strike 1. So it's 11-10, Dodgers. Outside, count 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. And he yanks the curveball foul down the left field line. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Misses the cut fastball, and there's 2 away. So Workman comes in and strikes out the first batter he faces. Next up is Termini, 1 for 3 with a single. So they bat around this inning. Outside corner, strike 1. Late on the fastball, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Termini. And that's a deep drive to right, but playable for Parker, who retires the side, but not before they score 4 times on 2 2-run home runs. And at the end of 7 innings of play, it's Los Angeles Dodgers 11, Bronx Knights 10. Yeah, it's a ball game. It's a ball game. So, top of the 8th, Anderson Miller steps in. RBI double today. He's 1 for 3.
Anderson Miller.
Fouls it off. Strike 1, 96 on the radar gun. Fouls off the 2-seam fastball. Count is 0-2 on Anderson Miller. Strike 3 called. He doesn't like the call, but it doesn't matter what he likes. So starter comparison, as you can see, neither starter really did a good job. Zach Gallen is actually still in line for a win. So next up is Jimmy Rollins, who's 1 for 4, but that one was a big one. 3-run homer in the 4th inning. And he's late on the fastball, foul off, strike 1. Ahead on the slider. Count is 0-2 on Jimmy. Pitch is high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 42,581 in attendance here at Classic Yankee Stadium. That is not a sellout. Sellout would be in the low 50s. And he pops it up the elevator shaft. Millo, behind home plate, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Next up is Rob McMahon, 2 for 4 with 2 singles, 5 for 25 in his season. Only 25 at-bats this year. But he's feeling good about himself. Fouls off the first pitch, strike 1. 2 hits and a stolen base today. Good for him. Outside corner, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Eflin gets him. So, 7.5 gone by. It's a 1-run ball game. The Dodgers have won this slugfest, winning this slugfest 11-10. So, Anthony Millo steps up to the plate. 2 lefties warming up in the bullpen. Before we do that, I need righty. Sit him down. Dylan Betances, I'm going to warm him up and send Dylan Betances. I'm going to put him in the game. And he swings at the first pitch. Skies at the center. Long run for Kemp, but he gets there. 1 pitch, 1 away. Max Lukulich. As Max Lukulich steps up, Josh Taylor takes over on the mound. 1-4 with a 4.10 earned run average. Max is hitless today. 0 for 4. Bats from the right side against the lefty Taylor. And that's skied to center. 2 pitches, 2 away. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Don Mattingly, 1 for 4 with a solo homer in the first. Lefty versus lefty. He's up to 2 outs. And he's late on the fastball, pops it up. Suarez is there on the edge of the infield grass. Makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Josh Taylor. So we will go to the top of the 9th. It's a 1-run ball game. Dodgers winning 11-10. Want to change pitchers. So to hold it at a 1-run deficit, Dylan Betances is coming in. 49th appearance, 2-3. He does have 5 saves, 2.49 earned run average. A lot of strikeouts. So Matt Kemp leads off. He's 3 for 4. Strike 1 at the knees. And that one is deep. To the deepest part of the ballpark, it is gone. It's a 12-10 ball game. He's hit home run number 40. And if I'm not mistaken, he's got an inside the park home run and then 2 homers over the fence. That gives him 3 home runs in this game. Score is 12-10 Dodgers. Stunned crowd goes silent. Oh. Power versus power. Home run number 40 on this season. So next up is Suarez. Swings. Fouls it off. Needs to go out there. Didn't like what he saw. Make a mound visit. Say, listen, relax. Doing fine. Suarez is 2 for 4. Chill out. It's only a 2-run game. He'll come back in the 9th. Deep drive. Playing him to pull in the seats. Count is 0-2 on Suarez. Just gets a piece of the knuckle curve to stay alive. Strike 3 called at the knees. 1 away. So, Tony Perez is 2 for 4 with an RBI today. Steps in there, strike one. 99 on the radar gun. Out in front of the slurve, count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Pops him up. Betances waves everybody off, says, I got this. Catches the pop-up for the second out. So with 2 away, up steps Dave Parker's 1 for 4 with a single. Fouls off the high fastball, strike 1. Off the heel of the glove, inside, count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Pulls it foul, count is 1 and 2 on Parker. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. So they do get a run, an insurance run. Last licks, we go to the bottom of the 9th. The Bronx Knights need 2 to tie. See if they can do it. Yeah. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Lefty Grove, the closer, comes in. He's 18 saves in 23 attempts. ERA is 4.15. He's 2 and 4, so he has 4 losses. So it is possible. Chris Ramos leads off. Manager. Bullpen. Warm up John Smoltz. As a matter of fact, we're going to warm him up and we're going to schedule to put him in the game. Chris Ramos bats from the right side against the lefty Grove. Outside, ball 1. They need a base runner. A bloop and a blast, if you will. And he's late on the fastball. Lazy fly ball to right. Parker makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 9th. So Michael O'Rourke has 2 homers and 3 RBIs today. Number 31 and 32 on the season. Lefty versus lefty. Swing and a miss at the inside changeup. Strike 1. A little anxious. Misses outside, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the curveball, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on LoCicero. O'Rourke, check that. Misses. Full count, 3 and 2. On deck is Jacob Salazar. And he misses. Ball 4. Lefty Grove puts a man on. Free pass. That brings the tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the 9th. O'Rourke does have sneaky speed. He's got a lot of stolen bases, like 22, 23 stolen bases. So Jacob Salazar, the switch hitter, batting from the right side. He's 2 for 2 today. And he pops him up in the infield. Check that. Tony Perez makes the catch for the second out. And the Bronx Knights are down to their final out. Up steps Benny LoCicero, who is 3 for 3 today. He's got a tough assignment. Tough left-hander. Quick throw to first, keeping him close. So he represents the final out of the game and the tying run. Which way will the ball bounce? And that's a deep drive. He's back at the track, looking up. It's caught at the fence. Side retired, ball game over. Los Angeles Dodgers win 12-10. So they came back from down 6-2 to win 12-10 here in this first game of a quick 2-game interleague set at Classic Yankee Stadium. Galen gets the win, one of the few that he has this season. Patrick Joseph will be saddled with the loss, unfortunately. So let's do this the right way. So, Los Angeles, 12 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Bronx Knights, 10 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. Zach Gallen gets the win. Patrick Joseph gets the loss. Lefty Grove gets his 19th save of the season. And Pat Kemp, 4 for 5 with, count them, 3 home runs, is your player of the game. One of them an inside the park home run, thanks to yours truly. So this has been a presentation of Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robin. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. I don't particularly like this video because I hate to lose, but sometimes you have to lose. If you play 162 games, you don't skip any games, you don't skip any innings, sometimes you got to lose. Even the best teams lose 60 games a year. So that was loss number 44 in late August. So I'm still in pretty good shape. Thank you so much for watching. The score here, the final, LA wins 12-10. See you again soon, I hope. Have yourself a great night.